Hello everyone, it is your favorite night owl here, out on this unfortunately sunny day, with a bit of a property exploration video, and we've already come across something rather interesting. I got permission from the property owners to come give the property a check out, and full disclosure, the property owners are indeed relatives of mine. In fact, I spent a decent amount of my youth on this property. I apologize for any shaky cam, as all this is hand shot on uneven ground. I do so love the sound of crunching leaves beneath my feet, so I figured come check it out, as we find things interesting, of which there should be something rather particularly interesting as we move along. Alrighty then, let's get on with it, shall we? We have here, well, as previously said, something interesting. It was an attempt at making a homemade grill. Half of a barrel of some variety, gave it some legs, although it's been largely left out here to rot. Not sure if it's worth saving. We'll be checking that out at some point. Ask the property owner, are they interested in me trying to salvage it for them? Give it all nice and clean up and usable. And right behind me, there's something even more interesting other than an overgrown garage. It's a pair of overgrown boats. They are not currently in functioning order. In fact, I'm not even sure if they can be brought to full function. They've been sitting out here for considerable time. I remember helping to bring one of these home. That was not a fun experience, because we did not really have a setup to do so. Kind of ad hoc to the whole way. Clearly, there is quite a bit of damage while weathering. Alrighty then. Let's try to move around here. They're currently just propped up on some wood. Doesn't look too bad in its shape. And I did see a bird hopping around under there at some point, but it seems to hopped on off. Fantastic. These seem to be right here towards the entrance, which means what I'm looking for is probably much deeper in. In fact, I've seen glimpses of these in previous videos. There are two lawnmowers. In fact, I'm not sure about their condition as it is. We need a closer inspection. And alrighty then. Ooh, that was a bit on the loud side. Things seem to be rather okay. In fact, I'm not sure what is wrong with them. That'd be an interesting set of videos, and I'll ask the property owner if they're interested in seeing if these could be brought into function. Although there is some rather significant rust damage down there where the belt wraps around. Don't know if you can see that, but it is fairly bad in its corrosion. How unfortunate. But we'll be checking them out, and the red one over there, little Murray mower, appears to be in much better condition. Alrighty then. Let's see about moving further down property just to kind of see what we can find. Fantastic. Be right back. Alrighty then, we are back. Found an old fire pit. There's two of them, I remember correctly, and this one's surrounded by cinder block. I don't know if you can see it, particularly under. Yeah, there we go, under there. Not half bad shape. Remember sitting out here during nights, just chilling by the fire. Fantastic. Let's moving on. I did see something in the distance. I wasn't quite sure what it is. Let's go take a peek. Things are relatively interesting, and I've moved decently through the property. Do need to concentrate a little bit more, as there's some slight trees in the way. Fantastic. It is an old wheelbarrow. Let's check that out. Although that's probably not of interest to anyone quite like what I'm looking for is. Alrighty then, because I'm interested in doing a restoration on it. Even talked to the property owners. Well, this actually seems to be in good shape. I don't see any obvious damage. Alrighty then. Remember pulling around my siblings in that. Now, I believe the other fire pile is just over that direction. But what I'm looking for, I think, is closer to that direction. In fact, I don't know if you can see it. Let's try to move a little bit closer. There was an attempt to build a compost pile back here. Its enclosed borders should be still, yeah, there we go. Now I do believe we're headed the right direction. Need to find a way around. That won't be simply mashing through these trees. Fantastic. Alrighty then. Be right back. Alrighty then. We are back. There's where a pump used to be. Though we are right on top of what I've been looking for there in the distance. Fantastic. A little old pool ladder. I was correct. We were on the way. Finally found a way around. Luckily, it did open up quite a bit. Fantastic. Moving on here, there's a old propane tank, and it was by this overgrown garage. Alrighty then. I really wish I remembered this is exactly where it was, as we have here a go-kart. Now this has been here a while, and this is what I would like to restore in some upcoming videos. Fantastic. Everything seems to be, well, I wouldn't say good shape, but let's take a peek around before we get really into this. Fantastic. Well, if I knew it was closer to this garage, there's a little cedar. And another pool ladder over there. A little power wheel. Fantastic. My younger sister did enjoy that. We need to move around. Be very careful. Now this doesn't look too bad in the way of things. Let's get a little bit closer to those tires. They're clearly sunk into the ground quite a bit. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, there appears to be some sort of an angle to them. It could be they're just slightly turned, though. Oh dear. Alrighty then, moving on. Definitely seems to be a little bit of rust. Going to need new upholstery, that's for sure. Let me reach my hand down there. Well, there's part of the engine. That's not good. One of the seats seems to be missing as well. How unfortunate. Pedals seem to be down there. I'm not sure if I can get in to see if they're still good. Okay, they still move. Little old switch. Can't remember what that one to. Steering wheel appears to be okay. Moving on back to the important part. There doesn't seem too terribly much in the way of rust. Let me try to get down on my knee here without kneeling in a fire anthill. Done that before. Now, clearly the gas tank has been damaged quite a bit. Something's clearly fallen on it at some point. Back here, got the carburetor. Fantastic. Everything's rusted out. Going to have to check that out. Going to have to get it apart, really. Now, let's see if this will move any. No. I pulled, and it will not move any. The tires are too sunk in. And there's a tree right here going to have to cut out. How unfortunate. Everything seems to be in pretty decent shape, though. Let's move around here. The tires don't look very dry. Don't look too much in the way of dry rotted. There's a belt missing, that's for sure. Let me clear this away a little. No, the belt's there. Fantastic. Not sure how I want to approach this project. Because, well, there might be enough room to get it out over there. Wish I remembered it was so close to this, because I could have saved myself a lot of time and trouble. Now, I can do the upholstery work, so that should be fairly easy for me as long as I have the fabric. Want to make it comfortable, maybe do some leather work, don't know. Fun fact, I can do leather work. Alrighty then, feels... I can't remember if there was another bar here. There's definitely an attachment point of some kind, but this was a while ago. And I can't remember why it just kind of got parked here and never looked at. I did get permission from the property owners to try to get this out and restore it. Not sure how I'm going to get it out of here, though. I might just take the engine apart, leave the body, because it seems to be in fairly decent shape, and just go ahead and disassemble the engine and clean it up, although that would be adding unnecessary complication, but there's clearly parts missing and need replaced, so can't even see if the engine's working. So take it down to where I think I need to go on the minimum side and leave the rest here, but it'd probably be best just to get the whole thing out first. Alrighty, then I'm going to have to go find some help in order to do that. I mean, this may not be that big, but it ain't that small either, so I doubt I'm dragging it out by myself. Could probably do it, but if you can find some aid, why not take advantage of that? Fantastic. This is going to be a very nice project. Alrighty then, this is what I've been looking for the whole video. Moving on, we're going to have to find our little old ways out of here. Paint seems to be good, rust, engine definitely needs plenty of work, and getting out of here will be an issue. But not a particularly big one. And I could probably do it on my own, but it'd be much, much safer to find some aid. Anything interesting around? There's one more place to check, although this is the exciting bit I was looking for. Probably going to get this all nice and pretty for the property owners. Alrighty then. Thank you for your time. I'd like to say like, share, and subscribe, as that's standard. Should have said that earlier on. Fantastic. I appreciate anyone who bothers to stick around in my videos to the end, or just kind of click on them for a brief period. I appreciate the views, I appreciate the likes, and I even appreciate the comments in the comments section, negative and positive. Alrighty then, do need to start working my way out. That's fairly easy considering where we are. Got to pay attention to where I'm going. I really wish I remembered it was like just right there, but it happens. It's been such a long time since I've been up in here. As previously, like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate everyone. And, well, see everyone around.